There you are. That looks better.
Okay, yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
That was
that's
weird.
better.
I thought
Yeah,
if it's a tech issue, I'm not smart enough to figure out how to fix it. I don't know how to do.
I shut it down and started over. That's all I know to do.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now we're just in a waiting pattern, so we'll
Okay.
start it as soon as we can.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. right. And the judge is here, and I think we're ready to get started if you are.
Okay, great.
All right, good morning. The court, 69th District Court is in session. The court will call case number 4854. Caleb Garrett, is it Dumas? Is the state ready?
State's ready, Your Honor.
And is the defense ready? Right, sir, for the record, are you Caleb Garrett Dumas? And sir, you have been charged with possession of marijuana in an amount greater than 4 ounces and less than 5 pounds. That's a state jail felony. That is punishable by imprisonment in the State Jail Division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for a term not to exceed 2 years or less than 180 days. In addition, the court can assess a fine not to exceed $10,000. But sir, you were charged with this by indictment. Is your name correctly stated in that indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want that indictment read to you, or do you waive the reading of that indictment?
I'll wait, Your Honor.
And Mr. Dumas, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to that charge? Guilty or not guilty?
I plead guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you or promised you anything in order to get you to make that plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Dumas, I have in front of me a document called a felony plea of guilty waiver stipulation and judicial confession. In this document, you reiterate to me that you plead guilty, you waive certain rights, such as the right to a trial by jury, and you stipulate that all of the state's evidence against you is correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Dumas, is that your signature on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing this document, are you telling the court that you fully understand everything contained in this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you believe you understand the consequences of pleading guilty today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Sloan, have you consulted with your client and advised him of his rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe him to be mentally competent?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you approve of him signing this stipulation before the court today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the state concur?
State concurs, Your Honor.
Right, Mr. Dumas, I will accept these stipulations and I will enter them into the court's record as State's Exhibit Number 1. Ms. Anchondo, is there a plea agreement in this case?
There is, Your Honor. In exchange for the defendant's plea of guilty, the state has agreed to recommend to the court that the court defer further proceedings in this case, place the defendant on community supervision, deferred adjudication for a period of 3 years, a $1,250 fine be assessed, any court costs, reimbursement fees, or restitution as reflected in the judgment.
That is our understanding. Agree, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Dumas, I will follow the recommendation of the district attorney's office, and I will defer any finding of guilt at this time. And instead, I will place you on deferred adjudication, which is more commonly known as probation, for a period of 3 years. I'm going to order you to pay a $1,250 fine, plus court costs as are shown in the judgment. I'm sure Mr. Sloan has gone over those with you. Mr. Dumas, for the 3 years that you're on probation, it is very crucial that you follow the terms and conditions of probation. And before you leave the court today, we have a probation officer here who will go over those terms and conditions with you. If you fail to follow those terms and conditions, then this court can sentence you to up to the 2 years maximum sentence for this offense. Do you have any questions about that order?
No, Your Honor, I don't know.
Right, do you believe that you can follow the terms and conditions of probation for 3 years?
I do have a couple of questions.
Oh, all right.
I live in Montgomery County, right above Harris County,
Mm-hmm.
and this is an 8-hour drive here every day. I'm trying to see if we can get a train.
I do not believe that will be a problem. You need to talk to your probation officer about that, but we do that commonly. And what was your next question?
It was.
That was that.
I'm getting married in September, and
Well, congratulations.
and I just want to make sure that, I just want to get that in there. I didn't know.
He's concerned about travel because they're getting married in Vegas.
Just let your probation officer know, but if it won't let you go to Vegas for your wedding, then give me a call, okay? Because that needs to happen. All right. Mr. Dumas, you're excused. I need your fingerprints on this judgment before you go. And again, don't leave until you speak with the probation officer. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think that's it. Mary, do you have any
All right. I think that's it. See you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.